Hello, everyone. 2 of you are here waiting, maybe 3 of you, 2 of you. This is a hybrid class. We're doing an experiment, and the IRL people are taking their time getting here. So instead of starting at 12:15, I'm going to wait 3 more minutes. I'll put this in the chat. We're going to get started in about 3 minutes. So take your time. All you need for practice is some sort of a chair. My chair happens to not have wheels and happens to not have arms, but whatever you've got around will work. And if you're able to put it down in a place where it won't slide around on you, that'll be best. So like on carpet or on a yoga mat if you have one. So I'm gonna put this in the chat. Sit tight, we'll get started soon. There is one tonight. Yeah. Hello, welcome. Okay. All right, we got 3 more minutes. Thank you to everyone who is here virtually. We'll be getting started really soon. Hello, welcome. Grab a chair, a seat, anywhere. You just need like, well, I guess we space them out this way, but like enough room to like take your arms out wide. Like this. Amazing. All right. I also wanted to let the virtual people know I'm going to be playing music in the room. We tested it. We don't think it sounds terrible, but if the sound is coming through like really shrill or distractingly, please chat and I will just turn it off. Okay. All right. See you in 2 minutes. Thanks. There's a computer here. We're doing the whole hybrid situation. Mm-hmm. I usually just do virtual or in person. 2, and I think one of them is my mom. Mom, if it's you, say hi in the chat. I don't know if all of you know each other. While we're waiting, could we just like each introduce ourselves and say hi? I'm gonna start with you. How we get to know you guys all Amazing. Okay, I think this might be it. I'm gonna close the door. Hi everybody. Thank you for being here in person and on the internet. I've never done a hybrid yoga class before, so this is an experiment. Thank you for being part of the experiment. This is a 30-minute yoga stretch class. We're going to be using the chair as a prop. We're only going to be sitting for a little bit of the time. So if you're in the room, if you have a chair, that's great. You can go ahead and stand up. Folks at home, the chair can have arms or no arms. It can have wheels or no wheels. Whatever you have is going to be just fine. I'm going to play music in the room. People on the internet, if it sounds terrible, please chat. I'll turn it off. I tested it, but we'll do our best. So, all right. We're just going to get started by taking some really big breaths. Find like a wide-ish kind of stance here. Start to shift your weight side to side a little bit. You can flap your arms, let yourself arrive in this conference room or in this place in your house. Find some stillness. Take a big breath in, sweep your arms up high. And as you exhale, push the air down with strong arms, long limbs. Good. 2 more like that. Big breath in, sweep up. And as you exhale, maybe horse lips, like something that feels like letting go. 3 more, big breath in. Big breath out. Good, 2 more on your own. I want to acknowledge that it's weird to hear the person next to you breathing after spending so much time alone, but it is okay. If the person next to you hears your breathing, here's joint creaking. It's part of the magic of practicing together. Good. Now, interlace your hands in front of you, send your palms straight forward. Take a big breath in, sweep your arms up overhead as far as they'll go. And as you exhale, send your arms forward, arch your spine, standing cat pose. Let's flow with those movements. Big breath in, sweep the arms up, lift through the chest. And exhale, round, maybe tuck your chin to your chest. Good, 3 more, just like that, moving with your own breath. Good, 3 more, just like that, moving with your own breath. Noticing any sensations of tightness or tension. Just bringing a little bit of mindful movement and breath to whatever is there today. Now take 2 more, all on your own. Awesome job. When you finish up your last round, there's no rush. Come back to center, long, tall spine, feet as wide as feels good. And just start to kind of like swing your arms around. I heard someone describe these as kidney slaps, which feels like an aggressive term, but your kidneys are located on the sides of your lower back. You might be slapping them. So it's okay if this feels a little silly. Just moving some energy around, kind of stirring up sensations in the body. Notice your feet anchored on the ground beneath you. Notice the movement of your hips, sensing into any tightness or tension. You might have been spending the morning sitting. Notice how this feels in your upper back, across your chest. Just take a minute to feel the air moving through your fingers. Continue to breathe. For 4, for 3, for 2. What if the whole class was just this? Another one. Just kidding. All right, find stillness. Lastly, we're going to start marching. So it can be same arm, same leg, or opposite. We're going to switch it up. I know this is weird. You probably weren't expecting this. Yeah, we're just lifting. See what it feels like to lift your knee up maybe a little higher. I don't know. We're just getting some energy moving. Continue to breathe. All right, without changing anything, notice if you're doing like same arm, same leg, or opposite, and switch it up. So I was doing same. This is like yoga for the brain. There you go. Good. So we're just marching opposite or same arm and leg. You're doing amazing. Everyone's doing so great. Good. Just for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find stillness. Bring both of your hands to stack on top of your heart. You can gaze down or close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Take a moment to feel your heart beating in your chest. Observe any sensations of warmth or tingling that you might feel moving through your body. And take a moment here to scan your body from the top of your crown all the way down to your toes. See if you might stand up a little taller. Feel yourself connected to the ground and growing up stronger and taller from that rootedness. Observe any sensations of aliveness moving through your body. And it's here that we remember that it doesn't take very much movement or breath to shift your state. So that was about 3 minutes. If you're feeling frazzled later during the workday, like run to the bathroom and some weird marching. Release your hands down to your side, with your eyes open. Come over to the side of your chair. Let's start on the Start on, I'm not gonna mirror you, I can't do it. The chair is on your left. Here we go. All right. The chairs we're using here are a little low, so like we're gonna play with this. Stand with your feet staggered, so the foot closest to the chair is up. Step the other one back. I'm gonna demonstrate this movement. I'm overcomplicating it. It's like a big side bend. I want you to take a big breath in, swim your arm backwards like you're about to slam dunk a basketball. And then as you exhale, arc it up and forward, coming onto your back toes. Hold here for a minute. This is like a little bit of a side bend. Think about the long line of energy from your foot up through your hip. Maybe squeeze your right glute. Notice that length across the front of the hip. And we'll go again. Inhale, lower the back foot, wind up. And exhale, launch forward and reach. Continue moving with your breath. Inhaling to expand and open. And exhaling to reach and lengthen. There is truly no wrong way to do this. So it might look different than what I'm doing, different than your neighbor. It's all good. Continue to breathe. Nice and smooth, long breath. We'll do one more round. Awesome job. And then we're going to go to the other side of the chair. Same thing on the other side. So we'll stagger the feet. Foot closest to the chair is forward and then back. As you open, windmill your arm up and back. Breathe in. And as you exhale, lengthen through your hip, reach through your fingertips. You might come more forward. You might make this more of a side bend. There are options. Inhale to wind up and open. Exhale, reach through the length of your hand. Nice. 3 more on your own. I love the different choices of movement. The only right choice is the one that feels best to you in this moment. Amazing job. Do one more. And when you are all done, come back to stand at center. We're going to do chair dog, aka downward dog using the chair. So you might turn your chair to the side. Maybe you have room. Put your hands on the back of the chair. Start by stacking, like pushing your forearms down, actually. And then walk your feet back so that your hips are over your ankles. This might be plenty. You might already start to feel this through your backs of your legs and your hips. You might sway side to side. If you want a little bit more, you can bring your hands onto the chair, like you're walking your feet back further. You can press your chest down. Again, there's no wrong way to do this. We're just using the chair to make some space through the back body. Here. Start to shift your weight from foot to foot, just noticing how that feels, bringing that little change. Good. And then continue to shift from side to side, but maybe bend one knee and open your chest up to the other side. So if you bend the right knee, you're opening up to the left. And then back to the center. Notice any tension you might be holding through your face or through your jaw. It's actually a great place to practice the silent scream. If you take classes with me, you'll know that we do this a lot. It looks like this. It looks crazy, but especially with your head down, nobody can see. We hold a lot of tension in our face. Just see how it feels to let it go. Like, insane. Give it a try. About 2 more breaths here. Walk yourself back to a standing position. We'll do a little more for the chest and shoulders, and then keep going with the legs. So you can leave your chair to the side. We're not going to touch it just yet. I want you to take one hand to your opposite rib cage, reach the opposite arm up, and then back behind you like you're swimming backstroke. Reaching back behind you and then all the way down. Now switch your sides. Opposite arm to your rib cage. Open up, reach back. Continue to alternate like this. Creating more space through the front of the chest. If you're a sloucher, like me, this might feel really nice. Relax your jaw and your eyebrows. Try 2 more on each side. Nice and slow, no rush. When you're all done, we're going to use the back of the chair. Again, here, we're going to find a standing crescent lunge with the right foot forward and the left foot back. We're going to adjust our stance quite a bit. It's going to feel different for all of us. So the chair is here for support if you need it. Feet are on parallel tracks. Take your back hip, your left hip, and manually move it more forward. So your hip points are like headlights pointing straight in front of you. And then launch up onto your back toes. Good. As you inhale, reach your arms up high. And as you exhale, hands to the chair, shift weight to your back foot, pop up your front toes. Good. Let's move with the breath like that. Inhale, come back to the lunge, reach up, squeeze your left glute for support. Exhale, hands to the chair, pop the front toes up. Good. 3 more like that on your own. Feel free to stay a little longer in one of these shapes if it's really good. Observe what's happening with your breath. Notice if it gets a little more strained or short when you're focusing. Keep it flowing even as you move. So when you're all done with your third one, again, there's no rush. I'm going to do a little chair dog in the middle just to neutralize the hips. So feet are parallel to each other. Walk them back as much as feels good. Either find this chest reaching towards the ground position, or maybe you stay a little more upright. Take a big breath in. And a big full breath out. Good. Press yourself back up to stand. Opposite leg in front this time. We've got the left foot forward, the right foot back. Good. Set yourself up from the foundation. So both feet push down. Take your right hip, move it more forward, left hip more back, and then launch onto your back legs. Good. Now, before we start to move, tone your right glute. Notice how that feels through the right hip. Bring your hands to the chair. As you inhale, reach up, reach your chest up to the sky, squeeze the right glute. As you exhale, hands to chair, straighten the front leg, maybe pop up. Good. Inhale to lunge, reach up. Exhale to fold, straighten the front leg. 3 more. Moving at your own pace, using your breath as an anchor if your mind is starting to think about all the things you need to do with this. So we're not there yet. It's okay if your neighbor hears you breathing. Last one. When you're all done, come back to center. Come to your chair so that your hands back to the chair. The chair is so tiny. All right, send your feet a little wider, toes slightly in. Put your left hand onto the chair. As you inhale, reach the right arm up high. And as you exhale, tuck the right arm under the bridge of your left, reaching through. Good. Inhale, reach right arm up high. Stretch. Exhale, tuck the arm under. Reaching as far as you can. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in. Exhale, tuck through. Bringing some rotation to the spine. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Bring both hands back to the chair. Other side here. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, tuck it through and reach. Inhale, left arm high. Extend through your fingertips. Exhale. Take these last two at your own pace. Nice and easy. Big breath. Awesome job. When you're all done, come back to center. Find something standing near your chair. Using the chair is so low. Can we do heel raises with these, or are you going to fall over? It's kind of hard. It's really challenging to balance. We'll give it a go. Look at all these people who are like, I don't need the chair. I can balance. Well, good for you. Okay. We're just bringing some blood flow to the calves. So like rising up onto the toes, squeezing as high as you can, and then controlling on the way down. It's not like a sexy and fun yoga pose, but it is necessary when blood pools into your ankles all day while you sit. So there feels 2 more. And then with one hand on the chair for balance, little quad stretch on one side, pick your foot back, grab for your foot. Think about kissing your knees together and then lengthening your knee down to the ground. Draw your spine as long and tall as you can. Soften the shoulders, breathe. Big breath in. As you exhale, release. Let's do the other side. Picking up the opposite foot. You might notice right away, like, oh, this is the tight leg. That's great. Nothing wrong with a little asymmetry on each side. Lengthen the knee down. Draw the crown of your head up high. Soften your face. 2 more big, slow breaths. When you're done, release your foot down. Now we'll be seated in the chair until the end. So, if you have a really deep chair, scoot yourself to the edge so you can sit up tall and have both feet down on the ground. Question, do you need more legs, like hip stuff, or more like chest and shoulders stuff? Chest and shoulders, chest and shoulders. All right, internet people, more chest and shoulders stuff. Great, all right. Bring your legs wide into this like cool model pose, as it is known. Pin your left elbow into your left thigh. And as you inhale, draw your right arm up, leading with the elbow opening. And as you exhale, reach the arm forward. This is like a variation on the slam dunk we did earlier. Good. Inhale to open through the chest, spread the collarbones wide. Exhale, reach through the fingertips, come forward. 3 more like that, nice and easy. Big breath in to open. Big breath out to lengthen. And when you're all done, we'll do this on the other side. So come back to center. Right arm rests on your thigh. It doesn't have to pin your leg open. If you're looking for a little more hip opening, feel nice. But take the left arm up, bend the elbow broad through the collarbones, and then exhale to reach. 4 of these on your own. Give yourself permission to play around with it a little bit. Maybe changing up the angle that you reach forward. Bringing some rotation to the wrists or even to the whole arm. Last one, breathing. Nice job. Come back to center. Just do a little bit of seated pigeon. some neck stuff, and then we'll be done. So bring your left foot on top of the right. Actively flex your toes back towards your shin. It's okay if your knee is up much higher. Lean yourself forward. Hands can rest wherever feels good. Breathe into any places where you're feeling a pinch or any tension or tense. 2 more breaths here. Big and slow. Done. Press back up to center and switch out your legs. You might do like split legs in front of you for a second. Opposite ankle crosses over the knee. Flex the toes back towards your shin, and then explore the depth that feels nice on this side. Take 4 big, slow breaths. Consciously soften your body, especially on the breath out. Letting any tension that remains start to soften. One more big breath in. And out. Come back up to center. Find spaghetti legs, wiggle legs, whatever. Both feet rest down on the ground. Sit up nice and tall. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder and hold. Send both of your shoulders back in space. Imagine a string is connected to your left ear, pulling you up towards the ceiling. Relax your jaw. Breathe in here. As you exhale, roll your chin down to your chest, lengthening the back of your neck. 2 breaths here, observing these sensations. Gently lift your head back to center and then left ear towards the right. Send both shoulder blades down your back, broadening across the collarbones. Lift the right ear up to the sky. Big breath in. And exhale, tuck the chin down, close your chest. You play around between these shapes on your own. Maybe you're drawing big circles with the chin. Maybe you stick with that rock side to side into the chest. This is the last movement we'll practice together before our closing breath. So if there's anything else that feels necessary or intuitive that your body is asking for, you can find it now. Finish up whatever you're working with. Come back to center. Close your eyes or gaze downward. Rest your hands somewhere comforting on your body. Just take a minute to observe the way you feel. Notice your feet anchored into the ground. Your hips heavy on the chair. Trace a line of energy from the base of your spine all the way up through the top of your head, softening on all sides of the spine. We'll close with 3 big breaths together. As you inhale, option to sweep your arms up overhead. As you exhale, palms touch to heart center. Grounding you here. 2 more like that. Big breath in. Big breath out, let go. Last one. Breathe in, biggest breath of all Tuesday. And your biggest breath out. Lift your thumbs up to third eye center. Down gratitude to each other for sharing. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you to the internet people. I'm so glad you were here. I hope you feel good. I'll see you next time.